What's up everyone, welcome back to another What If video. So yes, this is the finale of What If Goten trained like Goku. And in retrospect, it was pretty fun, so why not have a fun finale? Last time, we covered what happened with Goten Black, and the rest of the Future Saga. It seems like Goten may have been able to turn this guy good, and he will be a pivotal member in this part. So for this video, let's set a like goal of 2,500 likes like normal. And with all that out of the way, let's continue with this finale. By now, Goten and Goten Black are basically best bros. After all the time they spent training together, and with how Goten Black is learning as a person, or a Saiyan, or a Kai in a Saiyan's body, I don't know. But with all that Goten Black's been learning from Goten, he's become a real good influence and they've grown pretty close. Ironically, not only is he Goten physically, but he's becoming more like Goten mentally, but still with that Zamasu in there somewhere. Goten himself is also finally aged up, due to the Room of Spirit and Time training from before, and another year passing after that. So what does this mean besides him getting a new design? Well, not much, except the fact that Gotenks isn't possible anymore, at least for the time being. I mean, technically he could try fusion with Goten Black. Potara's probably not the best idea because he's still a Kai, and that doesn't sound like a smart idea, but I guess the fusion dance could work. What would that fusion even be called? That's besides the point though. Really, we could just use this as a segue to transition into talking about Trunks, the other part of Gotenks. So what's Trunks been up to? Well, due to Vegeta wanting him to be training here, he actually started training on Beerus' planet. Trunks has been training a lot with Whis to catch up with Goten, and he is very far behind, but he's making some great progress. I mean, with the year of training at this point, it's not unlikely for him to have at least Super Saiyan God. For Vegeta, he's pretty proud. His son is a god. Cool. As for Gohan, who we touched briefly before, he's a little bummed out on Earth. He wishes he had enough free time to go to Beerus' planet and train. But he can't just up and leave Earth and his family. That'll take too much time. I mean, he has been training with Ultimate, but he doesn't have enough time to train like everyone else is. Wait a second. Not enough time? How did he not think of this before? They have a solution for that. Gohan comes up with a new scheme. And it's good timing too because around this time, the Tournament of Power is going to be announced. And overall here, the team would mostly be the same, with the exception of Frieza not being needed, as well as Tenshinhan and Roshi not joining, because they have 3 new members, Goten, Trunks, and Goten Black. Wait, are they crazy? Goten Black can't join? Goku thinks it would be a pretty great idea, but yeah, Beerus is right. They should probably check with Zeno first, and Zeno is very lenient with these kind of things. Goten Black technically isn't a Kai anymore, and he is a resident of Universe 7 now. Zeno doesn't really care too much. He thinks it would be fun if Goten Black were in the tournament, so he lets him join. Sweet, that's another powerful member that they have. And it's good because the Zen exhibition match is coming up, with Goku and the 2 Gotens joining. This is the first test of their real power, and the improvement is noticeable. To put it in short terms, the trio of danger is pretty screwed. Goku would probably still fight Toppo here as well, and even in this fight Goku would be able to do better, possibly even being able to win. The tournament's shaping up to be really fun. But back on Earth, Goku needs to catch up with someone. He wants to test Gohan's power too. He's pretty surprised to find out that Gohan actually did some training in the Room of Spirit and Time. Not to mention he was doing more training than normal, and he actually retained his ultimate form here. Thanks to Piccolo being around to help teach him, they both got some really good training in. I feel like Gohan still wouldn't pursue Super Saiyan God, because just like in the normal series, he'd probably end up sticking with Ultimate wanting to go to his human side. To be fair, he's already powerful enough with it. Ultimate Gohan here, especially with all the extra training he's got, well, he's gonna be overpowered. And if you couldn't tell by now, pretty much all of Universe 7's team is overpowered. They're really confident. 3 Super Saiyan Blues, Goten Black, Trunks, Gohan, and all these other strong fighters. They're pumped up and they head to the tournament. But before the tournament starts, I want to note something. You may remember last time I mentioned, Zamasu actually survived here, present Zamasu, and he's in the stands here watching the tournament. And of course, he ends up seeing Goten Black in the arena. Wait, what? Did this mean he could have joined his own Universe 10 team? He strikes up a conversation with Goten Black mentally, with Gowasu too. It's kind of like a conference call from their brains. The 2 of them actually catch up with each other. I mean, it's weird because it's both Zamasus talking to each other. Goten Black tells Zamasu he's had some life-changing experiences, and says it's a good thing that they both listened. They could have ended up dead, but now they're both on the path to good. Goten Black is living as basically a fake mortal now. Sure, he's technically still a god, but in terms of him not having the responsibilities of a deity, and he actually really enjoys this life. He even has a mortal friend now, and is learning more about the mortals. Actually, he's been in talks with Shin. He wants to try and help guide Universe 7 to being a better place, and help raise the mortal level. Even if he doesn't have the responsibilities of a deity, he could still help. Zamasu's very happy to hear this, and he takes notes from Goten Black, or I mean himself I guess. It's a good thing that instead of destroying the universe, they're actually helping it out here. Gowasu's obviously pretty pleased as well. Good thing he doesn't have to worry about dying. Well, hopefully. The tournament itself begins, and let's just say the other universes aren't so lucky. Universe 9 suffers some really quick eliminations, rip to the trio of danger, but as for Universe 7, they're chillin'. Everything is extremely cash money for them. Left and right, they're just pimp slapping people out of the ring. And besides Universe 11, pretty much everyone else is scared out of their minds. A few of them even try to fight Trunks. It doesn't go well for them. Just because he's a kid doesn't mean they should underestimate him. And for Trunks it's pretty fun. This is way better than being in the junior division in the tournament on Earth. There's actually a challenge here. Goten would most likely stick with Goten Black a lot. They would have a very similar fighting style, and after all their training together, it only makes sense. Gohan and Piccolo obviously would be together a lot, same with Android 17, 18, and Krillin. And while Goku and Vegeta are mostly separate, Trunks normally hangs around them. And by sticking together like this, they're able to do a lot better in packs. And eventually we get to the point where Goku faces against Jiren, and a lot of that goes similar. But after Goku loses Ultra Instinct, Goten Black walks up to him. He's amazed about what Goku just did, and begins theorizing. He thinks that this is Ultra Instinct, and he begins explaining what little he knows about it. And he notices Goku's very worn down now. He gives him some energy in hopes that he can see this form again. And he himself begins thinking, can he do this? Possibly Vegeta and Goten can as well. He's beginning to realize this is what Whis had them training for. After hearing what Goten Black told him, Goku's even more excited to try this form again. Goten Black gave him some pretty good advice about it too. And with Whis' help from the stands, Goku will be able to get some guidance in actually accessing this form once again, leading him in the right direction. And while all this is going on, Goten is with Gohan, fighting Universe 2, or at least what's left of it. Needless to say, it's a little odd for Gohan. Goten is now suddenly an adult. They're the same size. This gives Gohan some deja vu. Hasn't he seen this somewhere before? Yes, I'm plugging another one of my series, I'll link it up here. I had to take the opportunity. But jokes aside, it's nice fighting alongside Goten once again. Goten's pretty amazed to see how strong Gohan's gotten, and vice versa. Yeah, it's pretty great for them, but it's not so great for Universe 2. Sucks for them. Rip to my wife. Anywho, the tournament continues, obviously, and Goku's currently fighting Kale and Caulifla. Luckily for them, after Cabba's encounter with Goten, he actually did end up training for Super Saiyan, and that went towards them as well. So, yay for them, they got Super Saiyan here. And knowing the two of them, they probably also have Super Saiyan 2 like normal. But this time around, they're having a lot more trouble against Goku. Yeah, they did originally, but even more so here with how strong Goku is. But they have one last resort. They pull out their Potara earrings and fuse into Kefla. Too bad for them, by doing this, they make Goku go Ultra Instinct again. But what changes here is actually, Goku's kinda getting the hang of it. No, it's not like he's gonna master it right away, but using the little info that Goten Black had, and what Whis was saying, Goku's kinda getting the hang of this form. And it's actually pretty easy for him to defeat Kefla this time. Not only is Kefla weaker, and not only is Goku stronger, but with his extra control over Ultra Instinct, it's really a cakewalk against Kefla. And even briefly after he defeats Kefla, he's still holding on to Ultra Instinct, trying to get the feeling of it ingrained within his mind. Goten Black immediately goes over to him, amazed to see this, but he could tell Goku's struggling with it. He congratulates Goku for his progress, but he could tell Goku still has a long way to go. But this is a good start. Goku tries his hardest to clear his mind, and subconsciously maintain this form, but he can't, and eventually drops out of it. But he's not so drained from dropping out of it this time. Goten Black can tell he's making some great progress. Can this mortal actually access a technique like this? Only time will tell. All of Universe 3's fighters fuse into this giant robot. They're sure to win, aren't they? Oh, this is going to be an interesting fight, and he gets eliminated instantly. Dang, well, he actually got to take Piccolo out while he was at it. But still, sucks to suck. At this point, Universe 7's lost people like Piccolo, Android 18, and Krillin. And Trunks realizes the tournament's heating up, so he has to step up his game, specifically when they're facing Aniraza. I mean, this helps, but everyone's already overpowering Aniraza a lot. But Trunks takes the opportunity to show off something new he has, something cool. He begins powering up, and Vegeta already knows what's coming. Trunks' aura surrounds him and he drops out of God, changing into something else. Trunks is Super Saiyan Blue. Goten already expected this, and he's pretty glad to see his friend do this, and Vegeta is of course very proud of his son. And after Aniraza is defeated, he even gloats about it to Jiren once they're facing him. Look at his boy, he's blue. How awesome. Jiren does not care what color his hair is, and he just punches Goku and Vegeta in the face. Goten and Gohan team up once more to face Dispo. Rest in peace, Dispo. I'm sorry, but the Sun Brothers are overpowered. Great synergy, great power, and everything else they need. And all the while, Goten Black's kind of on his own, and he's facing off against Toppo in the meantime. He remembers Toppo from the exhibition match, and could tell something was different with him. Quickly he's able to learn. Toppo is a candidate for the God of Destruction for Universe 11. Interesting, and Goten Black reveals his past as well. A former apprentice Kai versus a candidate God of Destruction. It should be fun. Goten Black jumps into Rosé while Toppo goes into his God mode. In terms of power, the two are very close to each other, but I feel like Goten Black has the edge. The two are both really strong regardless, and Goten Black is intrigued to see the perspective of a God Destruction candidate. Weirdly enough, this might even spark up a rivalry between them. Goten Black enjoys the fight, especially since it's with another god. He promises Toppo during their fight he wants to see him again, and if Universe 7 wins, he's gonna restore all the universes to do this. Toppo's actually pretty shocked to hear this, but he agrees, promising the same. Although he doesn't know what Jiren's gonna want to wish for because he most likely will get the wish. But nonetheless, the two enjoy their fight. Thankfully, Toppo doesn't know that Goten Black used to be a bad guy, otherwise he'd want to serve justice and wouldn't want to have a friendly rivalry. Goten Black wins this, and the tournament continues, or what's left of it. Right now it's just Jiren versus basically everyone else left in Universe 7. Jiren begins fighting more effectively, and more seriously, being able to knock out Trunks in 17. That was pretty easy. And next he goes for Goten, since he knows Goten just knocked out Dispo, meaning he's not someone to be played with. But Gohan jumps in to defend him, and Gohan tries to put up a fight against Jiren, but he can't, and gets knocked out while protecting Goten. Attacking pretty much everyone in Universe 7 now, Jiren goes after Goten Black next, another powerful god that he needs to get rid of. It's a similar case with Gohan, and Goten Black is knocked out of the ring. Except, as he's falling into the void, he grins. He puts his fingers on his forehead and teleports back into the arena. From Goku, Goten was able to learn instant transmission a while back, and so was Goten Black. This is huge for them, because if it means at least one person stays in the ring, Goku, Goten, or Goten Black can just teleport in whenever they want. Annoyed, Jiren begins powering up against Goten Black, trying to knock him out. He keeps beating on Goten Black and throwing him out of the ring, but Goten Black keeps on teleporting back in. Slowly but surely, he gets more annoyed. Goten Black is mocking him. Even though he's all badly beaten right now, Goten Black is still trying to annoy Jiren while he defends everyone else. Letting out more power, Jiren wants to finish this, and knocks Goten Black out of the ring. But before he can teleport back in, he spikes him down into the void, sending him over the threshold before he can even instant transmission again. Goten Black's happy. He was able to buy some time for everyone else, because now Goku, Vegeta, and Goten are the last hope. They've recovered a bit of their energy, but things still look bad. Right now, Jiren is beating on them, heavily holding back. The three desperately try to fight, but they can't. Jiren prepares to knock out Goten. He knocked out that clone of him before, so now he's gonna knock out the real one. He winds up a punch, flinging it towards Goten, but unexpectedly, it seems to just go through Goten. Jiren punches again, but Goten dodges. Goku watches and realizes what's happening. Honestly, he's not too surprised. Goten did train just like him after all. And that training's paid off, because right now, Goten enters Ultra Instinct Omen. He's actually holding off Jiren a bit, although he's still having trouble. Goku wants to help out, but he doesn't know how to tap into Ultra Instinct at will. But he begins focusing and trying to remember what Goten Black was telling him before, and recalling his experience and the feeling of Ultra Instinct. Goku is calming himself, emptying his heart and mind. Vegeta, barely able to stand, watches this. Can Kakarot actually do it? Goku breathes in. His mind is calm, his heart is calm. And similar to how it happened in the manga, Goku taps into Ultra Instinct once again. Except this time, he has white hair for some reason. Goten and Jiren notice this as Goku enters the fight. Together, the Ultra Instinct father and son duo defeat Jiren, saving Universe 7 and winning the tournament. Vegeta watched the whole thing go down and he's pretty jealous, needless to say. Trunks better get that form next. They won't allow the Sun family to get ahead of them. Goten Black and Whis are pretty happy. Black wants to pursue the form himself, and as for Whis, 2 of his students just got Ultra Instinct. This is huge. He hopes that Vegeta, Goten Black, and maybe even Trunks will achieve this one day, but it's obviously going to take some training for all of them. Same for Goku and Goten if they want to tap into it once more. And my man Goku becomes MVP. Nice. So, what happens now? Well, really nothing. Earth returns to peace. There's no Broly here, and Moro would probably get involved, but I mean, come on, he's going to be facing Goku, Vegeta, Goten, and Goten Black. And yeah, they just serve as energy sources for him, but with 4 powerhouses in one place, they have a real good shot at defeating Moro, and that arc could probably just be negated before it even starts. Not to mention that arc is complete, so I can't cover it anyways, which means the series ends here. Overall, I think it was pretty fun for an April Fool's What If. We got to get a little bit outlandish with it, and we saw some interesting developments, so I want you guys to let me know, what did you think about this scenario, and this part too? What was your favorite thing here? Leave your thoughts and suggestions in the comments below, and I'll be sure to check them out to see what you guys think. As always, if you liked the video, be sure to drop a like, and if you haven't already, why not subscribe, as well as hitting the bell icon to get notified about any future videos I upload on my channel. Thank you all for watching, thank you for supporting the scenario, and I'll see you on my next video.